Hello guys, and today I'll be reviewing Mega Man X6. Now, now. I get why many people hate this game. Like they say like the level design is suckish, the nightmare effect is awful. But and to be truth, I I love this game. I loved it because I played this game when I got the X collection for my GameCube. I'm playing on my GameCube. I played it like 5 years ago when I was in high school, like for the first time, and I didn't know there was no flaws at all. So when I played it, I was like, oh holy shit, this is like one of the best like X games I've ever played, and like I loved it. I loved it, and like I, to me it had no flaws. But then like I've read some reviews on YouTube like dumb nightmare thing, the whole thing about the I hit myself while I was trying to repair myself stuff. And to be honest, that didn't really bother me because like even in the game it explains that Zero has no idea how he came back, so he had to lie to X so he won't get worried. So he was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna lie to him, and like, so he won't get worried." So I'll just be going through some stages and talk about it. All right. So when I played this game, I had so much fun. I was like, "Oh, this is the best freaking game," and like, to be honest, I love the designs. I love the designs. Like I do say flaws, but hey, they're like Capcom went creative on me and stuff. But no, like a ton of people are saying like, oh, like the nightmare shit and stuff, and like to me that didn't really bother me because it felt like an actual challenge. Like, come on, be real, guys. This is like the X challenge before the Legacy Collection was even a thing, and like um like I love this game. Like I don't care about the flaws. Like it's still an enjoyable game. Sure, the grammar is kind of whack, but hey, like it's all about the action, right? So then, some people were telling about like the freaking nightmare effect. The nightmare effect is actually pretty cool because how Gate created like the nightmare and like the zero virus, like the zero nightmare virus, and like it affects the stage. Of course, it's gonna have like like this is the challenge. So I don't know why people be like, oh, it's like the nightmare effect, but I understand them. I respect their opinion like a lot, and like I thoroughly respect that. And the soundtrack, this soundtrack is gorgeous. The soundtrack is up there with X5 and X4. Like, oh, and X1 too. Like, you cannot go wrong with the original. And then, like, I didn't really like much of X3, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. So, like, the soundtrack for this game is awesome, cause, cause of the, like, it really fits the environment. Like this one with Commander Yamark feels like an Aztec Mayan type of like stage, so of course it's gonna fit. And also like um, Blizzard Wolfang stage, shit, and I really loved it. The soundtrack is amazing. Gameplay is the same thing as like X5, but yeah, like a ton of people didn't like that you had to rescue like all hunters for like parts and stuff, and sometimes it would be like impossible to save them from the nightmare. But to be honest, like I didn't really care about that because I got the parts. I got the parts of the to to go to like Gates lab. Oh, and like for Gate, phenomenal villain right there. Like Gate right here is like a MCU villain right here because you like first of all he starts as he starts as like a good guy, right? Like in the flashback with Elia, like, oh, I made cool robots, but they cannot be analyzed. Then they trash my shit, you know, like they trash my robots, so I'm gonna get revenge. And I know it's like normal, like, oh, get revenge stuff, but it's much deeper than that because he he feels betrayed that the people they scrapped his robots, his creations. So he sets up for revenge on the people who he feels that they betrayed him. And and should I go with Zero? I'll go with Blade. So I was like, you know, revenge. So then he sets out like a perfect plan to um to get revenge, like on the people that he feels betrayed. Then like I really love how like it was kind of like set, kind of like, oh, you defeat like the like investigators, and oh shit, we got the nightmare effect. And like it's really funny how, like, for me, Gate is like the better villain than Sigma. There, I said it. Like, Sigma is number three because he's like the average, like, oh, got infected by the by like the zero virus and turn evil. Like we've seen that in movies and stuff, you know. So for Gate, for like for Gate, it's not like that. Well, he did get infected by the Sigma virus or the zero virus from getting Zero's like armor piece. Well, hey, it's still pretty good, right? And then he analyzes the thing with like the piece of Zero, and I really like how his armor is like Zero's, but like golden color, so he kind of looks like the OG gangster with like, oh, I'm like all powerful, and like to make it better, like the only thing like that you can damage with him is like himself, like no more like, oh, like getting damaged by the by the by the X Buster or like Sea Saber. Like now it's himself, like kind of like, oh shit, like the armor's too strong for like our like for our like weapons to handle. So the only way to beat him is like using his own like armor, like his own weapon. And like to me that's very interesting because that shows that like not every villain is like killable with just like the with just the like the X Buster, Sea Saber, kind of like those villains that like you fight and like you like defeat them with like the weapons, but with Gate, like it's the opposite. So that's like I really like him, like a great antagonist. The fight, like I don't know so much about the fight because it can get a bit boring, but if you're patient enough, and then you're good. Because like even though his fight is kind of like dumbish, like I have to agree that his fight is a bit dumbish, but like to hear that freaking badass song of him, like hell yeah, bruh. And but then like the thing with like, oh shit, the thing with like, oh, I brought back Sigma, like Sigma came out of nowhere, like I get that, but we all knew that he was gonna come back in some way or another, and he came out like in a zombie, like Sigma zombie, which is pretty interesting because like he doesn't have a complete body, so you know, zombie. And like yeah, like I really love X6. Like it's a fun game to play. Like I see the flaws now, but hey, it's still pretty fun to play. Like I don't give a damn about like the nightmare system. Like I think it's a great challenge because like to be honest, Mega Man X4 was easy. Mega Man X5 is easy too. And like the only difficult Mega Man X games is this one and X3. Oh, and X3 is like my least favorite because like I hate that Sigma, like Captain America Sigma, and like F that fight, you know, like F it. Like I didn't like it one bit. Like I had to use a cheat to to get Zero's like C sabers. So that that really tells you something like a freaking difficult fight. But for this one, like I really liked it because like hey, it's a challenge, you know, like the most brutal freaking game of all the like the X series next to X to like X8, but hey, it's like it's still pretty fun, right? So I wonder why like I get the hate, but still like it's still like a pretty fun game to play, to be honest. Come on, like it's still a pretty fun game to play. Like I'm playing it right now. Like if you really hate X6, then like you shouldn't play it anymore. But like X6, like the first time I played it, I thought it was great. Like like a great game and like great antagonist, which Gate is, and like I just really liked it a lot. So I understand the hate, but it's still a fun game though. Like a really fun game. Like screw the haters. Like I respect their opinion. Well, I know you're gonna say like you just said to like screw the haters. So opinions do matter, eh? But well, like to me, it's still a pretty fun game. So yeah, like great gameplay, great antagonist, but kind of like cheesy fight, and like also people didn't like the difficulty because like the difficulty is like the most like rage quitting, but I love it. Like I love it. So I'm not gonna like I wouldn't deny that some like stages are kind of like whack, but in some parts they are really good, and I really like it. Like his design, like a scientist, and and like the mad scientist, like oh, I'll get revenge on you, freaking traitors. But like hey, I love X6, and like like this stage was like the shortest one. Like where are you? Like in a freaking military, like in the aircraft carrier, or who knows? But this has to be like the oh shit. Whoa. But like I really like the X6, like gameplay, antagonist, music. Like the only thing I have a grudge is like the you have to freaking find all the like the hunters, and if you don't, they will get like the nightmare souls will turn them into mavericks. But I understand it though. But to me, it's still a pretty fun game. Like many people will agree with me, so that's pretty good. And like yeah, I do explain about like the whole like I prepared myself. Like everybody knows that um Zero was lying to X. Like we all knew that he was lying to X. Like many people will like be like, oh, like well, Zero sucks because he just said like I like I hit myself while trying to repair myself. But they forget that he doesn't know how he came, so he had to lie to he, he had to lie to X. So yeah, I won't go right here, or I will take a longest time. But yeah, like the whole I tried I hit myself while trying to repair myself. That was a lie from Zero because like if he did tell X like oh like this like old scientist repaired me or something, then like X would be like oh hunt down your guy to tell him how he rebuilt you. So yeah, let's go with Zero on this one. So yeah, like Axel wants me, the scientist, to repair Zero to to tell him like how the hell you repair my best friend. So Zero had to like lie. So I have no problem with that actually. Like sometimes you have to lie to your friends so you don't hurt them or like make them worry. But like I love Zero. Zero's a badass. Like Zero's like I just love Zero. He's like the badass friend or like the badass older brother. Like he will always be there to to like help you out, and like that's why he's cool. Like he don't give a freaking damn about like the enemies. Like oh shit, I'm gonna die. All right. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. Sorry guys, but yeah, like he was like the ultimate badass. Like Base was first, but then his little brother took his spot. So yeah. Oh shit, not this one. Like Zero took his spot. Zero took his spot, like his little brother's spot, and like I like how Zero's like cold to even X. Like Zero be like, oh, X is my best friend, but I have to be cold on him. Kind of like I need to be cold to my own best friend to like save him. Oh, and here comes like Zero Nightmares right here. Where are you going, Zero? Like I love X6. Like I understand the hate, but it's not really my childhood because I played it like 5 years ago when I got the X collection. But to me it's a good game. Like like a really good game, and it's like it may not be as good as X5, but it's still like playable, like enjoyable. Oh shit. Yeah, like yeah, it's still enjoyable. So like I respect their opinions. But this is my favorite X game next to X5 and X4, including X8. There we go, we made it. And a dodge. Like I really love this music. Like the soundtrack is phenomenal. The soundtrack is phenomenal in this game. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate not to get hit by the ice cubes. So this pretty much sums up my reasons to liking X6. Shit, I just died. Hope you guys enjoyed my review, and comment down why you love X6 or why you hate it. Well, you don't have to write down why you hate it. I mean, like I've seen a ton of reviews on it, so I know why. But tell me, tell me why you love X6. Like screw the haters. Like we still respect their opinions, but like hey, like it's just them, not really to like to worry about. So yeah, comment down in the comment section if you want to about why you love X6, and see ya.